Guys, morning. All right. So took a couple trades today, but the big trade today was CRWD crowd. Basically with that one this morning, woke up. Thank you, Palmer. And then AJ as well, because he also had it on his notes. Woke up this morning. This baby here had nice upgrades. That was a tweet basically from Palmer. And then AJ had it on his list as well. And with that one, pretty much, I'm pulling it up now. Give me some time. Call you back. CRWD crowd multiple price increase ranging from 66 to 100. This was pretty much pre-market. I was looking at it and it couldn't break out this right here. This downtrend was the daily downtrend, was it? If I'm not mistaken, it was the daily downtrend. Where is it? These dotted lines that you're looking at right here is what I was looking at, right? Once I noticed that it couldn't break it, I felt as if we get a pull pre-market, and I was trying to get it all the way down to, which was pretty much Friday's high, 67.25, right? So I pretty much backed off this trade at first. The reason why, because it pulled just a little bit and then it just ran at the open. And I was like, damn, I probably missed this trade. But if it does pull back and I get these levels, I'm gonna enter it on the trend break. So it ended up pulling right into it yesterday. Friday's high, which is 67.25, started bouncing, and once it broke this trend, baby, I was in it. Just took it long, and I was like, hey, I'll ride it up and I'll take profits. As you guys know, I always scale out of the trade along the way up. And as it was going, I started scaling out right in here, because this is where we had issues at market open. So I figured if we continue to pop and we hold this trend, I'm gonna stay in it. And I started scaling out of profits here. We got this nice little pop right into 70, 79. I took again, and I currently only have 50 shares left on the table now, which I'm looking for. I'm gonna just let that be. I have my stops at 69.73 on 50 shares. What I'm trying to see is this pullback. If it does brace this trend, I want to see a hold and see if we can get a push on that. It's just 50 shares. I made nice money on this already. Locked nice profits. So my thought process is I'm okay. I want to see what I can get out of this on these price targets on 50 shares. So that was that trade. As you can see, it's breaking the trend now. This is actually pretty much the first time it actually broke this trend today. So now I can start expecting a pullback. But again, I do have support just below it. So I don't know how much more. And basically, if it can't even break 70.98 right now, this can probably flag and push higher. So here's the flag again. This flag is starting to form. This is what you would have to wait. Get that again. It's basically the same thing here, what I was watching here on the pullback. Once that flag breaks, you can probably push again. So I'm looking at pretty much the same thing again on this one. So you could probably consolidate, trade sideways, break the trend, and push higher. So that was that one. I played some options. The other one I took on the option side, I actually took 2 trades on the option side so far. I already cashed out on SPY. I know Apple was down, and I figured if Apple can bounce, it probably can get SPY to bounce a little bit. So with this one here, I noticed this little consolidation. It's a couple of guys who's in option trading room, pro option calls I trade with. I pretty much is telling them, hey, I took the 97 calls, looking for a bounce, pretty much bounced it right into resistance, took profits, and I told them, hey, if this breaks, I want to say it was what was it? I think it was somewhere around here, 297.05. It'll probably pull again and sell off again. So basically, this is pretty much doing what I thought it would do. So a nice little scalp on SPY this morning for that one. And then the other one I'm trading right now is AS. Now, with this one was, I wanted to try to pop this at open, right? But the spreads was kind of, so I didn't take it at first. As you can see, it was down here on pre-market, market open, and then it just popped on me, gapped up huge, and I was like, damn. So with this one, what I wanted to do at first was to fill this gap right here on some kind of short cover or whatever, but it didn't give it to me. And then it popped up. So the reason why I'm now shorting this one, I actually have puts on this one. I have the 45 puts. They're doing okay right now. So with this one right here, the reason why I took this one is because the earnings, yes, they did do good on earnings, and I'm pulling it up again. So reported 81 cents per share on revenues of 289.10 million. The earnings estimate was 71 cents per share. So they beat on 285.7 million. So again, they beat there, right? But the guidance, they pretty much lowered the guidance to me, right? So 225 earnings expected for 220 earnings is 2.25 to 2.75 per share. Revenue of 950 million to 1.03 million. The estimates was 259 per share on revenues of 993.9 million. So as you can see, they lowered that. So that's the reason why I didn't feel as if with this being up, that if it is up, I'll wait for a trend break and see if I can get this to come back down. At least try to get some type of gap fill on these. So that's the reason why I took options. I wanted to give it time and see if this one can develop. So basically, those are the three trades. The other one I was thinking about taking some puts on was where are you? NTAP. But I took as over NTAP. Another one, if you can see it starting to break down, but you have to wait for this flag to break. It hasn't fully broke it yet. And I didn't get it on the trend. So you can see this flag right here. So I can't do anything with it until that flag breaks down. And I'll show you the trend. So because I was trading crowd and as, I kind of missed this whole setup, and I also didn't have any alerts on it, but it is on my screen for short. And that's the short here if you wanted to try to take it. But again, I'm not in this one. I took as over this one. AZZ. Let's take these off. M2 upstairs, please. All right, so that's the trades I was looking at. That's the reason why I'm trading them. Like I said right now, so currently the only one I have on still is AZZ, which is taking forever to break down, but it is kind of pulling. I also have the call that's just starting right now. So if this does pop on me, my stops are at the higher day on these contracts. I'm trying to see if the CEO can pretty much save this company. Typically is what happens. So, but since these are options, I don't want to just cut them so soon, because it gives me a little bit more room of being able to manage this trade. So if I do start seeing a solid trend again breaks out, I'll probably cut those contracts or even trim it down. So I got those contracts at 15 cents. Right now, it's a 35 cents is the axe right now. So I'm pretty much 100% up on it right now. And that is it on those. So not much, not big profits yet. Here's that pullback on M2 upstairs now, seriously. And this is why I don't trade live, because my kids are home and it is kind of hard to do and manage them as well. What was the other one I was saying? See, I lost my train of thoughts. Crowd, CRWD. So here's the trend break, the pullback. See if 70, 79 can hold. If not, and I start seeing a pretty much solid trend, I might even cut these earlier than expected on the 50 shares that's remaining on this one. So I'm just trying to see how this trades out. But I do have the 70, 79 here as support, and I'm trying to see. As you can see, the call on upstairs. Go ahead. All right. And with this one, you have to manage it now because the call is starting. You don't want that CEO say something positive, and this is what I'm saying. This is when I would now start watching closely because I know the call is going. I don't want this to go against me much, and I'll watch it from there. But this is, you have to be careful with this one. See something. Yeah. that's one you will want to watch and be careful. But other than that, guys, those are the trades I've taken today. Those are the trades I'm playing. I don't see anything else really that I want to get into, so I might just call it a day on that one. I still think that NTAP will come down like that one. Well, but again, I took AZZ over that one. Apple's decent, so that's not much. So again, guys, listen again, guys. If you guys are just now following me or just seeing these videos, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like. I'm trying to produce more and more videos. If you guys have questions or would like me to create some type of video on something that I've talked about, like somebody reached out and asked me to do one on how I trade gap ups and gap downs. What do I look for and how do I trade? So that's why I did that one. So again, if you guys have questions, want me to do a video on something, as long as I have time. But again, I will be going out of town pretty soon, so won't be live a few days. If I can, worst come to worst, I won't have the screen set up like this. It'll probably be me just talking in the background or something. I'll try to figure out something on that one as well. Other than that, guys, if you guys like what you're hearing, please share it. Please share, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and that would be all for me, guys. Take care, enjoy your day, safe trading.